had always trusted my wife, Lauren, implicitly. We had built our lives together over nearly a decade, shared a home, raised a child, and navigated the challenges of life as a team. I never imagined, however, that the foundation of our marriage could be so thoroughly undermined by deceit and betrayal. It started with a conversation that seemed, at first, harmless. Lauren revealed that she had undergone a DNA test for our child. Her expression was anxious, her tone hesitant. "I just want to be sure," she said, "that everything is okay. I want clarity for both of us." I agreed, thinking it was routine precaution, a step any parent might take to ensure accuracy. Weeks later, the results came back and the news was devastating. According to the test, I was not the biological father of our child. My world shattered. The shock was indescribable. Anger, confusion, and disbelief washed over me simultaneously. I confronted Lauren immediately, needing answers, needing the truth. Her reaction was a mix of tears, deflection, and manipulation. She claimed she had always known there might be a discrepancy, and suggested that I take responsibility regardless of biology, framing it as a moral and financial obligation. "You love your child, don't you?" she asked. "It doesn't matter whose DNA it is. You need to step up." I felt trapped, manipulated, and betrayed, but my instincts refused to let me accept her version of reality. Something about the test, the timing, and her behavior didn't add up. I decided to verify the results independently. I contacted a reputable lab and requested a new DNA test, keeping everything confidential. When the results came back, they told a very different story. I was, in fact, the biological father of our child. The previous test had been falsified, manipulated to make me believe otherwise. Lauren had orchestrated a lie to coerce me into financial compliance. Taking advantage of my love and sense of responsibility, the revelation enraged me. The betrayal cut deeper than I could have imagined, not just because of the deception, but because of the premeditation. Lauren had exploited trust and parental duty to manipulate me. I realized that exposing the truth required uncovering not only her actions, but the real father of her deception. Through careful investigation, I discovered the man Lauren had been involved with the real father she had tried to conceal. His identity, initially hidden behind layers of lies and misdirection, was now clear. I confronted him directly, presenting the evidence and demanding accountability. At first, he denied involvement, but the evidence was overwhelming. Messages, photos, and timelines that aligned with the period of deception, with the truth fully exposed. I confronted Lauren again. I laid out every detail: the falsified DNA test, the manipulations, the real father's identity. Her composure cracked entirely. She tried to explain, to justify, but the weight of evidence was undeniable. Every lie unraveled in the face of incontrovertible proof. I took decisive action. Not only did I protect myself legally, but I ensured that the manipulation could not continue. Financial and parental responsibilities were clarified, and I took steps to safeguard my child from further exploitation or deceit. The real father was exposed and confronted with the consequences of his actions, preventing him from further influencing the situation. The process was emotionally grueling. The betrayal I experienced was profound, cutting through the very core of trust I had placed in my marriage. Yet, through it all, I maintained clarity and focus. I refused to let anger or pain cloud my judgment. My goal was truth, justice, and protection of my child. In the aftermath, Lauren faced the full consequences of her actions: legal accountability, social repercussions, and the undeniable damage to her credibility and integrity became unavoidable realities. Her manipulation, which she had believed could be concealed indefinitely, was now fully exposed. The trust she had shattered could never be fully restored, and the marriage, already weakened by deceit, could not survive. Reflecting on the experience, I recognized several critical lessons. First, deception, no matter how cleverly constructed, eventually surfaces. Lies may temporarily obscure reality, but evidence, investigation, and vigilance reveal the truth. Second, betrayal of trust, especially involving family and children, has profound and lasting consequences. Third, standing firm, seeking truth, and confronting deceit decisively are necessary steps to protect oneself and those who depend on you. The ordeal also underscored the importance of clarity and documentation. By independently verifying the DNA test and meticulously gathering evidence, I ensured that the truth could not be denied. The manipulation Lauren attempted was neutralized because I refused to rely solely on her word, choosing instead to validate facts through reliable sources. Months later, I began to rebuild my life. Therapy, support from friends, and reflection allow me to process the emotional trauma and restore a sense of security and trust in my judgment. I focused on nurturing my relationship with my child, reinforcing love and stability while maintaining firm boundaries to prevent further manipulation. Lauren's actions, meanwhile, served as a cautionary tale. Her attempt to manipulate through deception resulted in legal scrutiny, social consequences, and personal loss. The falsified DNA test, meant to control and exploit, ultimately became the instrument of her exposure. The man she had attempted to hide as the biological father was confronted, his complicity revealed, and accountability enforced. The experience transformed me in profound ways. Betrayal, while devastating, also offered an opportunity for empowerment, clarity, and personal growth. By confronting deceit directly, I reclaimed agency over my life and safeguarded the well-being of my child. I learned that exposure of lies, coupled with decisive action, can neutralize manipulation and restore control to the wronged party. Ultimately, the story stands as a testament to vigilance, courage, and the importance of integrity in relationships. Manipulation and deceit, no matter how sophisticated, cannot withstand evidence and decisive confrontation. Trust, once betrayed, must be met with clarity, accountability, and firm boundaries. The falsified DNA test, which Lauren believed would secure control over me, instead became the catalyst for exposure, accountability, and the restoration of truth. Looking back, I recognize that betrayal, though painful, is not insurmountable. By seeking truth, acting decisively, and confronting both deception and its enablers, one can reclaim dignity, enforce accountability, and protect the vulnerable. The ordeal taught me the value of unwavering commitment to honesty, vigilance in the face of manipulation, and the necessity of standing firm against betrayal, no matter how personal or emotionally charged. In the end, exposing the truth not only safeguarded my rights and responsibilities, but also transformed an act of betrayal into a lesson of resilience and empowerment. Lauren's attempt to control through lies failed, and I emerged stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the principles that define trust, integrity, and accountability in any relationship.